को लोग आजादी मांग रहा है, अगर हिम्मत है
Thank you for the opportunity to speak on the budgetary and supplementary demand for grants of Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. I would like to recollect the unforgettable 5th day of the August month of the year 2019, the everlasting history of India, where our NDS government stubbornly took a decision to abrogate the Article 370 and 35A, the action of which is a part of the prolonged reasonable demand of every true Indian. Secondly, I welcome the recent timely decision of our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, which is implemented by our Honorable Home Minister, Sri Amit Shah ji, towards relaxation of restrictions such as release of people from preventive detection, etc., purely on the basis of improvement of the ground realities in order to ensure administrative effectiveness and smooth transition. I have a high regard of our Honorable Finance Minister, Srimati Madam Nirmala Sitharaman ji, who has tabled the highest budget ever envisaged for Jammu and Kashmir, being estimated for the fiscal year 1,1428 crore rupees, which is 27% higher than last year. I welcome the remarkable proposal in the budget of Jammu and Kashmir to rehabilitate the refugees of Pakistan, occupied Kashmir and West Pakistan, duly making them eligible for the right of Indian citizenship, which they have not since the last year of independence. And our colleague Congress MP Manish Tiwari told Jammu and Kashmir got collapsed due to this. But it is not true, madam. The real thing is, through this bill, only the corruption people got collapsed. Those who are against our country's law and development are got collapsed. So, finally, I am confident this budget for Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh certainly pave the way for better administration, good governance, and economic development of the region. Terrorists in Kashmir have started counting their final days, and thereby it helps the Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh forever unite with our India. Thank you, ma'am.